Hey you guys, it's Terribly Bland here, but you can call me Liz. We're here today to play Bastion. And we are going to go normal mode, no baby mode. Bastion is an action role-playing game that came out back in the summer of 2011. And I bought it the day it came out. I beat it the day it came out. I got every single achievement on it the day it came out because it has been a really long time since I fell in love with the game as much as I fell in love with Bastion that summer. Now you may have noticed, for those of you who have played Bastion before, there's a beautifully voiced narrator who is usually around. And you may have noticed that you can't hear him right now. That's because I did turn the narrator's voice off. I turned the subtitles on for you guys so that you can still get the storyline and everything, because Bastion has a great storyline I don't want you to miss out on. But the narrator has a tendency to pop up every 15 seconds while I'm in the middle of a sentence and cut me off entirely. I've tried running this with him going and I can't do it. I will get cut off and then I will start to pick up the sentence that I left off on, but I will forget where I was at, and I will repeat a thought that I pretty much already completely finished in the first place, and just what is the point? So yes, we are playing as the kid, a very handsome white-haired silent protagonist, and the calamity has struck his world. So he is just as clueless right now as we are. As far as he knows, he is entirely alone. And all he wants to do is find the people he once loved. I don't think we find out, if I remember correctly, we don't find out too much about his family, but we do find out a lot about the other people who used to live in Bastion with him. A lot of people have quirky little one-line stories that are usually told to you through the narrator himself. Alright, so we finally got our second weapon. Throughout the game, you get to match up whatever combo of two different items you want. Typically speaking, it's going to be a combination of a ranged weapon, yay, and something to smash your scenery with, because for the most part, all of the beautiful artwork around here is also completely destructible. Also, you saw the little comment, I'm gesturing to the computer screen with my fingers so that you might be able to see it. Now you saw the little comment on the bottom where the narrator said, "Kid just rages for a while." And that is because one of the beautiful things the narrator in this game does is actually comments on what you are doing in the game. If I roll off the side and I die, he'll comment that the kid died. If I just sit around and smash stuff for a while, he'll comment on that. If I sit around rolling around in a circle, I'm pretty sure he has some witty banter to pop onto that action too. Alright, so when I swung by this fountain, I actually got some tonics, and those I can use to completely heal myself. That being said, if I pick up a tonic while my health is already completely full, I'll actually get, I think, 10 experience for that instead. So that's a much better way to do things, so you can gain experience faster by not taking obscene amounts of damage. It's a nice little touch. See, there we go. Salondia's famous watering hole, the Soul Regret. And we've got Rondi the bartender, and he does not seem to be doing so hot. Calamity did not treat him too well. Alright. There we go. How do we use this guy? We use it that way. Okay, beautiful. Alright. And I like the shield because it actually does the usual bounce mechanics here. Oh, okay, maybe I shouldn't try doing that right in people's faces regardless. But yeah, see? Yay, experience, because I was already fully healed. So they're rewarding me for doing a good job, which I always think is a nice mechanic for games. I also love the music in this game. I love the transitions to the different songs, including the ones that start up with combat. There's just a lot I love about this game. Oh my goodness. And considering the fact that I originally played this game on the Xbox 360, so I was using a nice controller for that, I'm actually not 100% in hate with using the keyboard and the mouse as a control, so that's nice. Sometimes that's the hardest part of porting a game over onto the PC instead. That's a big old gas, fella. Alright, let's mess some stuff up. The music is... okay. I'll try not to rant and rave about it too much, but the music was done entirely by Darren Korb, and this was his very first video game score. Like, how do you follow that? Sorry. I should have turned all the other noises on my computer off. I'm so sorry. That was Facebook. I actually have people in real life who interact with me. Go figure. Yeah, Darren Korb this was his very first video game soundtrack, and one of the things that, like, sealed the deal for me with this game is that a few months after the game came out, so many people were singing the soundtrack's praises that, Darren went ahead and put out the sheet music for, like, 5 of the game songs. I've never seen anyone else do that before. He put out tabs for guitar, and he put out sheet music for piano parts, and even had because there are a couple of songs that actually have vocals in here too, and he had the vocal parts arranged as well. And I've never seen a composer go through that amount of effort for his fans just because they said, hey, your video game soundtrack was killer. That being said, a lot of this game is really, really tight in general. It's not just the music. The artwork is fantastic. And when you look at this, you don't think, oh, a 7-person studio made this game, but a 7-person studio made this game. This is the first thing that Supergiant Games ever released, and they are only, or at the time being at least, were only a 7-member studio. They've recently, and by recently I mean in the last year, put out the game Transistor as well, which is another very beautiful, hand-drawn artwork style, amazing soundtrack, very musically inclined game as well. So they obviously have a theme going for their studio. So I don't know if they have more people working on Transistor, but Bastion was a 7-person production, and that just blows my mind. I feel like this is the level of quality that should be released by AAA studios, and I don't really see that happen as consistently as I'd like. I'm not much of like a first-person shooter nut or anything in the first place. So like things like Call of Duty and the sports games and everything don't really appeal to me. So I'm not usually one to sing the praises of AAA studios in the first place. But I don't feel like any of them really have the level of polish that I see in this. Alright, Distillery and the Arsenal. So the Distillery is where we're going to go every single time we level up. Because whenever we level up, we actually get to kind of customize how we're going to build our character by giving a child alcohol. So, let's take a look. We can be a human magnet. We can increase our crit, or we can increase our max health. I tend to build tanky all the time. So we're going to go with max health. And then we're going to hit up the arsenal, which is where we can actually change our weaponry. Which is nice, because I am not the biggest fan of the bow. We're going to stick to the repeater, actually. And then we haven't gotten any other melee weapons, so I'm going to keep the hammer up too. We don't need a double tap range there. It's really no point. One other tidbit that I found out recently when it comes to Darren and the production of the music for this game. He also did all of the sound effects. He recorded them all in his closet. All the music, all the sound effects, all of the narrator's line work, which is over 3,000 lines of narration, by the way. All of his lines were recorded in that very same little closet, so I'm sure they got comfy cozy and became best friends, because how can you not when you're shut up for that long with somebody else? You either learn to love them or hate them, and if you could hear the narrator's voice right now, I promise you couldn't hate that. Alright. Oh! That's cute. Once taught the kid good manners, he never used them though. Yeah, that's really, we only get those tiny little glimpses into what the kid's history was, or what his personality is actually like. One of the other best done silent protagonists I've ever seen is, hands down, Yer Narrator in Persona 4. Oh my goodness. And if you guys have never seen the anime for that either, it's perfect. I've never seen deadpan done so well. Alright. See, this repeater is so much better. Oh, if we would actually zoom in on people. Whatever. I ain't salty. I'm pretty sure I said that same thing in my, Oh, shoot. We should probably take these out, too. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I said that same thing during my Shovel Knight run-through. Branding myself as the not salty girl. Yeah, I guess we can heal. I don't know. I like not using the I like not using the tonics because of the extra experience you get if you pick them up while you're at full health. So I will probably push it a little too close to the health limit sometimes here. Oh. Okay, the repeater is not the best weapon on these guys. Duly noted. I'm not gonna heal right now. I'm not gonna heal right now. I'm just gonna run away. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Oh my gosh! You know what? Maybe every once in a while we should actually use... Nope, that's not what I meant to use. I meant to use the tonic. Wow, if I don't stop, he's gonna knock all of the floor out from right under me. Oh! Or just kill me. That's okay. I can carry on. I don't go down that easy, as the narrator finally and silently mentioned. I'm a big boy. Oh, I guess I can't really fall down through those. Shoot. I can't fall down through the floor yet, but I'm sure that if I let him keep going on this, he will fuck me up fine. Oh, only one more go. Ah, there we go. Okay. Alright, we are going to knock you out of here. God damn. You wreck house. You work out, boy. You swole. Or is it swell? Swell. Swell. Swine. Whatever. You're mine. I put him out of his misery. And I got some fine maximum health raised forever, although you never really see the number of what's going on there. I don't care. I feel stronger, smarter, faster, better than before. Tasty. Alright, that's how we do the whirlwind. There we go. Oh, I got experience for that? Okay. Whatever. Kid hasn't feeling any better, gonna move on. Place is starting to fall apart. I don't think I even actually have to beat this part. If I fall down, I'm pretty sure. Oh, yep, there we go. Eventually you have to fall, but the longer you go, the more money that you can build up. And you can keep killing guys if you want to try building up experience, but whatever. Alright, so we have fallen to the Bastion. So here's our namesake. Did anybody else survive? Am I gonna survive? Because I'm doing some dumb shit here. I just walked the right fuck off. Oh, I find another. I find the narrator. Well, hello there. As I collect, like, I picked up the crystal barrette and some stuff and I got experience for it. I can always find out the story behind it. So, like, hey, this is a... What happened to Narcy? The girl used to pin her hair back with this. I doubt she's alive, honey. Oh, he wants me to read about all of them? Oh, there we go. Okay. So what I do is I go from world to world, collecting the pieces of the core so that I can hopefully rebuild my world. Because he and I are the only ones left here. Okay. So this is going to give us a little glimpse at where we need to go next. Alright. But yeah, so I go from world to world, I collect these cores, it lets me rebuild the Bastion, and I actually get to pick what I put into the Bastion from here on out. There are certain limitations, like I can't build something that I haven't seen in the storyline yet. So like right here it's going to let me build specifically the distillery or the arsenal. I'm going to choose the distillery because I think I can level up. There we go. And we are going to go ahead and get another chance to carry on because apparently I've already died once and it was a fucking tutorial-esque level, so let's just prepare ourselves for that. So this is my center of operations, and this is where I will probably be starting Let's Plays out of from here on out because this is the only place to really save. So, for now, I'm going to go ahead and head out. Hope you guys will join me next time. Hope you've enjoyed Bastion so far, and I hope you appreciate it even like a fraction of how much I love this game, because if so, I'm sure you'll come back for a little more. Alright. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Be good to each other.